Let's shift it onto the activities of the NDC's representatives in Parliament. Consistently, they have held press conferences to give their opinion or what they thought of developments within the country, especially keeping an eye on government's activities. There's been a recent major development, which is the SNEP one, where two key known NDC members were board members. We're talking about Kwame Pepra and Joshua Alabi. They were part of the board of SNEP. Now, there seemed to be a very loud silence on the part of the NDC as a party and the NDC in Parliament over this. Where is the usual press conference that
don't forget that Parliament
jumped immediately after
Don't
this?
forget that Parliament is on recess.
But they've held press conferences as minority in Parliament when session was, Parliament was not in session.
I don't think that you can give me very solid incidences where they've been outside Parliament on recess and then grouped for a press conference. No. So let's give them that. But I've also heard individual MPs speak to the fact that it's still unfolding. I have granted interviews and I know the position of the party. The matter is still unfolding. What you can know for sure, Martin, and I say that unequivocally, is that should the investigations run through and somebody is found culpable, the NDC as a political party shall not go behind massing and wanting to defend the indefensible. That will not happen. Individuals who have friends and family who think that you want to support, fine. But the NDC as a political party shall not go in open defense of the indefensible. Anybody who has done wrong, let him deal with his wrongdoing. The party will not go in open defense. No. I mean, this business where people, look, the NDC as a political party hasn't got hands. It hasn't got fingers. It hasn't got legs. It hasn't got mouth. So the political party called NDC cannot, as it were, rob the state. If an individual comes in NDC clothing and goes to rob the state, advisedly, let that person deal with his own robbery. Okay. The party will not go in support of any wrongdoing. No.
That is, if investigations end and it is found out.
We are still talking hypothetically.
Okay.
We are not saying anybody has done wrong yet. But should it come out that anybody has done wrong and has, as it were, dissipated? Look, I was just watching a clip of a young girl in Gambaga who has to leave Northern region, come to Kumasi for Kaya year job to be able to find something to go back and go and pay her school fees. People are dying out of lack of health care, lack of water. So if we have the opportunity to serve, why should we steal? And if you steal, you deal with your own theft cases. The party will not come and defend you at all.
Let's stay on the issue of the fight against corruption. The current president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, has reiterated his commitment to fighting corruption, and recently over the weekend as well mentioned it that people within his administration, if any allegation is leveled, he would call for an investigation into it. And two deputy chiefs of staff have been invited by the state security agencies for investigation. Would you applaud the president for at least this?
Why not? Why not? Good is good, bad is bad. Everybody knows my position on Nana Akufo-Addo's governance. I mean, I'll criticize him openly if I have to, but good is good. That's the only way to fight corruption. I worked with President Mills, and President Mills kept saying, Koku, we say MPP is corrupt. It's not because MPP is corrupt. Individuals there will be corrupt if the system allows them to be corrupt. So if Nana Akufo-Addo, at the onset, is able to allow the investigative bodies to invite his appointees and open up the space for investigation, solid. I heard President Kufuor says, don't wash your dirty linen in public. It is true. I believe in that principle of not washing your dirty linen in public, but you don't protect the thieves. Because it was under President Kufuor's watch that we had an office of accountability at the presidency. Right. And he himself told us that that office was just to call erring officials and tell them to pipe down on the extent to which they are erring. No. It was under his watch that the presidency became a pivot around kickbacks was revolving. The then chairman of the MPP said it.
So what you have said can also somewhat be leveled against the NDC when you're in power, because there were a few times where key appointees had corruption allegations leveled against them. They were either asked to step down or they leave, and then we are told they just get an office or a seat at the seat of government. Should I give an example?
Go ahead.
At least that of the sports minister then.
Where was the evidence of corruption?
But at least there was a...
There was but in terms of fighting corruption, why? We had cases of the Jida and Asada and being investigated. So it's nothing new.
Do you have trust in the state institutions to fight corruption? Because consistently we start and we never see the end of it.
Good question. That is why this whole debate even about special prosecutor. If you make Jesus Christ or NG Gabriel the special prosecutor, and we still don't have the institutions that are ready. Yes, we believe in the state institutions. No two ways about that. But the institutions are also manned by human beings.
Right. If
you still have a justice system that has he-goats lurking in the background, and it's the he-goats that can determine court cases, if Jesus Christ is a special prosecutor, you will still have bad judges. So you still have that's why the institutions are there. It's the human beings that make the institutions bad. Okay. That is why I said, as a political party, NDC, we are insisting that if you come in there and you want to make the NDC look bad, we'll leave you on your own. Okay. Fight your own battles.
Final issue would have to do with Mr. Koku, the Deputy Agric Minister. He made some statements many have tagged ethnocentric, for which reason he has resigned. Some have applauded him for taking that honorable decision. Others are saying he still needs to be given further punishment.
We don't believe in NDC that it's an honorable decision. He let his tongue loose. He didn't guard his emotions. He spoke the way he shouldn't have spoken. And he has paid the price for it by stepping aside. We're not going to put him in a palanquin.
Hardly do we have political figures resigning when allegations like this or when
it doesn't mean that when somebody does it, we should put him in a palanquin and carry him around and no. Otherwise, we'll be glorifying and deifying wrongdoing.
Okay.
Yes, it is proper that when you do wrong, you step aside. Fine, it brings closer to the matter. But let's not over-deify it and say that, so go and steal. After you have stolen and you serve your jail sentence and you become the best preacher man in town, we should applaud you for being a former armed robber.
The minority are even saying that he should even step down also as a member of parliament.
That's purely parliamentary procedure. I'm not in there with them. I don't know the standing orders in detail, and I don't want to skate on anything nice. Okay.
Thank you very much for making time to speak with us. We are also told that you have a founder or founders, the NDC, as it stands.
Oh, why do you want to go into that? Jesus Christ never wrote a line in the Bible, but the Bible talks about Jesus Christ. President Rawlings is the founder of the NDC. We have founding fathers, yes, but we revere him. We give him that special place as a founder. It's ceremonial. It happens.
Great. The NDC is still in a comfortable lead.
Okay. Certainly we are.
Okay. Thank you very much. Koku Anyidoho is the Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, and we'll be getting him in studio as the opposition insists that they will keep a keen eye on government to ensure they give the best to the citizenry. This is Midday Live on TV3. Stay with us. We'll be back more.